Welcome to Leo's Exorable Opinion, brought to you this week by Mountain Flu. You haven't been ill till you've been llama ill. Ill. Later, we'll be talking to a spokesperson from Dorling Kindersley about plagiarism. Now though, it's the Education Report. In an American-style speech at the Labour Party conference, Ed Miliband said that he wouldn't be where he is today without his comprehensive school education. The Conservative Party are rumoured to be planning to use this as ammunition against the comprehensive school system in upcoming debates. Jo Brand, who attended the conference, looked on unimpressed, but she always does. This comes at the same time as one of John Lennon's former schoolmates, Rod Davis, speaks out about what it was like to be in class with a Beatle. He says that John is what you would call a disruptive pupil, and we all know where that got him. In the Beatles. So maybe education isn't that important after all. And now time for our wildlife report. Today, I saw 2 robins and a squirrel. This has been our wildlife report. This week in video games, the deadline is approaching for advisory committees to the government to come up with a way of measuring the cultural impact of video games, with a view to giving the developers of more culturally important video games a break on their corporation tax. We tracked down video game character Gordon Freeman to comment on the issue, but he couldn't talk at that time. Going back to him later, we found out he couldn't talk at all, due to a stylistic design choice. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. This week in James Bond themes, about 30 seconds to the theme of the upcoming Bond movie Skyfall has been leaked onto the internet. This comes after recording artist Adele has done such a remarkably poor job of keeping it a secret that she was contracted to do the theme. No one's calling Adele out on it though, which just goes to show that Machiavelli was wrong. It is better to be loved than feared. Now time for our musical interlude. Hey, sexy lady! Up and go. That's enough of that. We now go to reports from across the empire. In Europe, there were crowds at Southampton to see off General John Churchill as he leads many valiant troops into the East Indies on a mission that the government has described as strong diplomacy. There is no date set yet for our troops' return. In the West Indies, there has been trouble with pirates across trade routes running into the Bahamas. A valiant fleet of our best, led by Admiral James Berkeley, have been dispatched to disperse the pirates, but critics of the government have said that they lack the ships to complete the task. The government has pledged to spend more money on naval security, but as of yet, the Caribbean, a designated high-risk area, has seen no improvement. Further north, war continues to rage against the Iroquois nation. The government has stated that the Iroquois, who attacked Albany earlier in the year, can expect swift retribution. King William III said, "We will not stand for our allies to be treated in this manner, and our justice will be had." More on these stories as they develop. Coffee. Now it's time for your emails. Here is an email. Hi Leo. Long-time watcher, first-time writer. I would rather not give my name though, don't know who's listening. I just wanted to talk about the whole Adele situation floating around. It seems to me that after ignoring her contractual obligation to keep her involvement secret and then the leak online, something fishy is going on. Why is she not being sued? Why isn't the studio hunting down the people who leaked the video? Why is the studio not telling the main media outlets to shut up? Why would the people who have James freaking Bond on their side not be able to shut this down? Could it be that it's because it is actually a massively effective publicity campaign for them? Could it be that releasing the theme tune ahead of time is not actually a spoiler? Let us know what you think, Leo, as you are an expert in media relations /badass spies. Yours sincerely, keeping my name a secret, I don't want to die. Well, thank you very much. Keep your emails coming in to bespectacledmen@gmail.com. We always love sifting through them. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to have me read one. Now it's time for our secret competition. Send your answers to bespectacledmen@gmail.com. Winners receive a secret prize. Well, that's all for this week's Leo's Exorable Opinion. Thank you for watching, and as always, the Conservatives are planning to use this in upcoming debates as ammunition against the Conservatives? But that would be themselves.